Okay, we welcome Illinois coach Shauna Green and student athletes Jasmine Brown-Hagger and Barry Wallace. And coach, at this time, if you would make an opening statement.
The first quarter, start the game, we came out flat and got behind and dug ourselves that 10-point hole and just didn't have enough to really fight back. I thought our fourth quarter was great, loved our intensity, I loved our fight. This team, the one thing about this team, we're never going to give up, we're never going to stop fighting. We clawed our way back and ended up, cutting it to 6. So a lot of learning opportunities for a young team of what it takes in this tournament, and then also learning opportunities as we continue to grow going into the NCAA tournament. So, just ran out of gas a little bit, but credit Iowa. They're a really good team, and, just didn't have it tonight.
Okay, we'll go ahead and open it for Illinois media first. Go ahead, up front.
This question is for you, Jazz. Brian Teague, Chicago State of Mind. You guys had 3 games in a row here in Indy. Just wanted to get your thoughts on how you think this will kind of help you guys as you're entering the postseason.
Yeah, kind of like we mentioned in the locker room, I think this was a great testament for us to be able to respond, hopefully going into the NCAA tournament, that we're going to be playing games back-to-back and knowing that we have to respond and not give into the fatigue. So one thing about us is that we learn from experiences. So come the tournament, I hope that we're able to respond in that and win those games in a row.
Jake Bedell, WAND. Barry, wanted to ask just about the deep ball this evening. Was it just a matter of the perimeter defense that you were getting from Iowa, or were just the shots not falling this evening?
I think we were able to read how the defense was playing me, and they were going under a lot of stuff, so we were able to get a lot of those pop-backs and threes for me. And I think, I think they just weren't going in. Those are shots I normally hit, so.
Okay, we'll go to the second row, then over in the middle aisle.
Yes, hi ladies, Brad from W Swish. That 17-2 run in the fourth quarter, what were you ladies doing differently, kind of adjusting things that you did in the fourth that you weren't doing in the first half?
From my observations, we just played free, played hard. We gave everything we had into those last 5 minutes, the last battle of that game, and everyone on the court was together, and I think that just shows what we can do when everyone's locked in one moment in time.
Go ahead.
Barry Joe Zelli from the Champaign News-Gazette. I guess just 3 games in Indy for your team, for this young group as well. What can that do for you building into the NCAA tournament, getting that experience in these sort of settings, and then also having success like you did as a team?
Yeah, I think this week was a great learning experience for us, and I think we're just going to watch film from this and learn a lot of different things, and I think we did a good job this week and just adjusting. I think we had a great win yesterday, and just trying to get through some of that adversity that we faced early in the season, and maybe we didn't get those wins earlier in the season, but I think we were able to learn from that, and I think playing these back-to-back games is good for us, especially going forward into the tournament. It's going to be quick turnarounds. I think ultimately it was just a good learning experience for us.
Okay, last question for the players.
Brian Teague, Chicago State of Mind. Question for either of the players. 21 wins this season. As you guys reflect on the season as a whole, what is your biggest takeaway?
I would just say my biggest takeaway is just that we're capable of anything, and we had a lot of close games with a lot of really good teams, and I think just going into this postseason tournament and into next year, we know that even though we're young, we're capable of so much, and I think just knowing that, when we play to our full potential on defense, that's going to fuel our offense, and we really saw a lot of glimpses of that today and all season we have, and I think when we just continue to string that all together, we're going to have a lot of success.
All right, ladies, you are dismissed to go back to the locker room. If you have a question for Coach Green, raise your hand, and we'll make sure we get you first in the back.
Matt Stevens, Illini guys. Shauna, beyond 2 wins, what did this 3-night experience do for your team as you go into the NCAA tournament, and what can you take from it, just beyond the 2 wins?
So much, right? So much. Just the understanding what it takes in a win or go home environment, understanding how to have quick turnarounds and still be able to get a scout in, and again with a team that has never been through a lot of this stuff together. I think today, like, we just didn't execute at a high level. And then when the shots, it's the thing also with about a young team, sometimes when the shots aren't going in, then that almost mentally, and then, your defense. And then so it's like, we can't have that. We got to still have our defense fuel our offense, no matter the circumstances, no matter what's going on. So those learning moments and again, experiences with this team. But I'm so proud of this team. We wanted to win tonight. We played Iowa tight before. I know we're capable of doing it. It just wasn't our night, for whatever reason. So again, this team, one thing we've done well all year is we've taken failure, we've taken adversity, and we've been able to grow from it. And that's where I think got us a big win last night. I thought we took those moments from some of those previous tight losses into being able to execute last night when we had to. So ton of things we can learn from, ton of things that we're going to carry into the tournament with us, and a ton of things that can really propel us into next year.
Okay, let's stay in the middle.
Shauna, Joe Vazzelli from the Champaign News-Gazette. Just 11 three-pointers that you hit up there in Iowa City. Just what was the difference maybe in this game? You referenced maybe thinking you got some good looks, or what'd you kind of see from that perspective?
I really did. They were going, like Barry, I agree with her 100%. She got all those looks, they were going under, so we put some tweaks into some of the plays to pop her back, and just a little short on everything. I don't know if that's fatigue, 3 game, whatever it is. They just didn't go in, right? So for me, I always tell our players, they're not going to hear me get upset about shots that don't go in. They're going to hear me get upset if we're not playing hard, we're not giving everything they have, we're not putting all out effort, we're not having all out passion, we're not having all out togetherness. But the shots, sometimes they fall, sometimes they don't. Could we have done some things better in our execution of game plan and scout and effort on the defensive end? Yes.
Okay, 2 more questions. Go ahead.
Brian Teague, Chicago State of Mind Sports. Coach, I want to get your thoughts on just Jazz and just her setting the example for the team, no matter what the score was. Just continue to do that.
That's what Illinois basketball is about. That's what being an everyday woman's about. You play the game the right way. You play hard. You play tough. You never stop. You don't care about the scoreboard. It's process driven. You leave every ounce of yourself out on that floor. And I thought she embodied that today. And it was just, that's what you expect from a junior, one of our few upperclassmen, someone that's been in this program, someone that loves this program. That's the toughness that we need. And I'm just, the last couple of weeks, Jazz has just been on a whole nother level in terms of her leadership, her work ethic, her ownership in this program, her ability to lead. I'm just so proud of her, and the future's bright. And she really kind of gets us going. But we fought, we came back, we clawed, we did everything we could do, and we emptied our tank in that fourth quarter. So I'm really proud of that, and we need to take that fourth quarter effort, focus, discipline, execution into our next game.
Okay, final question.
Hi, Coach. Brad from W. Swish. Maddie had 9 points and, Destiny had 10 points. Could you just speak to how they've impacted all 3 games for you this week?
Yeah, Destiny's been, she's been huge for us, and she's a freshman. She's a freshman point guard that's still learning a lot, and being on this stage, it's a lot. And I thought, she had some plays, but she responded as well. She ended up with 6 assists and only 2 turnovers, so she took care of the basketball, which is something that was really important for her. She missed a couple that she normally makes too. So she's been absolutely key to us all season. We're not at 21 wins without her. We're not with 21 wins without all these guys doing their jobs and doing everything they possibly can every single day. So again, just proud of this group.
Coach, thank you very much. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
As you advance. Take care.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Oh, hey,
Seeing you.